Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing good. Now we are going to understand on how to perform different kind of operations and properties of pandas. So let us start. Now let us understand on how what are the different operations or what are the different things we can do with pandas, and we have different properties of pandas. So everything we will understand now. So let us see. So first we know that we can read data from CSV, right? This is how we can read the data from CSV. Now let me load my data set. I have already told you guys, you can directly come here and you can load your data set, right? So I have loaded my data set. Now let us see. Okay, so my first line, it is saying that I have loaded my data set and I have taken this data set from Kaggle, and this is a perfumes data set, and this is CSV file. And now let us see the how we can get. I have told you how to get it, right? We can get it to dot head. So we can get the data set data from head. Now if you see guys here one thing. So I have told you, right, when we are not giving anything, right, when we are just simply taking dot head, what it is doing? It is doing, or it is telling me that it is showing me only the top 5 rows of that particular data set. When I want to give some more data, like if I want to give 20 rows, I can just give 20, or if I want to give 10 rows, I can just change it to 10. Like that, you can just give data. At the same time, if you want, like we can give data, or you can give your input in this way as well, like n equal to 10. So instead of 10, there is another way of giving input to head, which is nothing but your n equal to 10. Right now I am commenting it out. I gave you, just I thought of showing you, so I have kept it as a commented. This is another way of giving input. So now I have shown you my top 10 rows. By default, it is going to take 5 rows. And here, like it is showing me the bottom 10, or the tail part, like the bottom, what are the last 10 rows of my data set. And you can see again here also we can give n equal to 10 at the same time, or n equal to 5, n equal to, based on your choice, you can give data over there, right? Now let us see another example. Now this is something important which you need to analyze. So we have something called info. In pandas we have info, and info is what, guys? Basically what info does. Info means it is going to give information of that particular data, correct? So here what it is going to tell you, info is going to tell you, it is going to give you the summary of all the data frame or data set. We are calling that as a data set. However, when something is converted, like any format is getting converted to anything, that in pandas is getting called as a data frame, or the base of that thing is called as a data frame. However, we are calling this as a data set because we are working on it, right? So yeah, and what it is going to give you info, it is going to tell you what are the data types of the columns, how many non-null values are there, what is the memory it has considered and it has taken. Everything we are getting. So same perfume data set, I am getting info by giving dot info. And here you can see, first it is telling me what is the class or what is the data type. Here my data type is data frame, right? Then we have range, like here it is telling how many entries. We have 1004 rows. However, my index ranges from 0 to 1003. Then we have how many columns? We have total 6 columns, and these are my column list, right? Column, we have brand, we have perfume, we have type, we have category, we have target audience, we have longevity. And you can see we have, like it is telling me whether it is a not null or null, right? So it is telling, okay, my brand has 1004 rows. Like everything is 1004 rows only. So by seeing this, can you be able to understand whether any null values are there? Yes, we can, right? If some null values will be there, right, this count won't be 1004, because if 1004 entries, are there, that means 1004 complete rows are available, correct, for them. And yeah, like I said, so based on that, it is telling me any like non-null or null, right? And these are the D types. D types, like I already said, all these things are string type. So string type by default, it is considering the method object. So whenever you will see object in your data set, those are nothing but a string type, correct? And it is telling me what is the memory usage. And it is giving me the list of total 6 object types are there, right? So guys, this is nothing but a describe. What my describe is doing, it will give you all descriptive statistics of your numerical columns. So do we have any numerical columns here? We don't have. So that's why it is not showing it. And once we will have any numerical column, let me load one data set here, which has some numerical column. So I have student.csv. So let me load that. Now let me take another statement. Take it here. Let me get another good. So here I have to give student.csv. Then I'm going to print open. So here you can see I have some numerical column. Okay? So describe pandas.describe that is going to give you pandas describe method or your data frame.describe method. It is going to give you the mean, median, mean, standard deviation, max, and all those values for numerical columns. Do we have numerical column here? Now let us see that. Now let me get describe of this. Let me get another core and let me get ef underscore csv dot describe, and I can just write include all. So what it is giving me, you can see guys here on top side, right? We don't have anything, right? I mean, any numerical column, everything is your object there. That's why I'm not able to get it. But here we have a numerical column, and that particular numerical column we are getting, you can see. So if you have non-numerical column, this is how, these are the things we will get: count, unique, top, and frequency. However, if you have numerical column, you will get a mean, standard deviation, see, minimum value from 25%, Q1, Q2, Q3, right? Max. All the things we will get it here. So, let's see, we have for each column it is telling, for example, if it is ID, we have mean. For name, it is not applicable. So, NaN, it is not a number, right? For class, it is not a number. For mark, have mean. For gender, we do not have. So if we'll do include all, if we'll remove include all, it will just give you only those particular columns which has your numerical values, and it will give all those values for them, like count, mean, STD, minimum value 25%, 50%, only for those columns. So yeah, this is how you can get your describe for numerical. And if you want to include all, you can just write include equal to all. With this, you will get for all, like it is going to give you a summary of all columns here, right? Now we will understand shape. So shape means it is going to return what are the rows and columns, right? You know, shape m cross n, right? So here it is going to give that. So here my shape, it is telling 1004 rows and 6 columns, right? So you can see the shape it is telling that. Then we have something called dot columns. So if you want to know the summary of all columns which you have in your data set, this is how you can get. It is telling me all columns, right? And at the same time, it is telling me, okay, you have a D type of object for all those columns. Okay. Now let us print the index. We have something called index, which is going to tell me my start index, stop index, and what is the step. Step means, guys, let me whiteboard. So if you have like this, right, 0, 1, 2, 4 till 1004, right? This is your start. This is your end, right? So step means this is your step. One is one step, this is another step, this is telling me, okay, my indexes are present with one difference, like every time it is incremented by one value, correct? That is what is the meaning of this. Then we have something called set options. Okay. I'm not going to run it because we have a huge value here, so it is going to completely cover this whole screen. But I will just explaining what are the things. So pd.set option. Set option, guys. Set option means what it is going to give you. It is going to tell me, so if you want to know what are the maximum rows. Okay, let me hide, comment it out and see one option. So if we'll see here, it is giving me all rows, right? I mean till 1000 B. 0 to 1003 index. You can see it is just overlapping. That's why I am not showing that screen. There is some issue here. Then we have, if you want to show the maximum columns, right? Like sometimes what is happening, if you have a very large data set where hundreds columns are there, you won't show it. It will show you like this. You will see. If you have, columns, these are columns. So it will show you like this. Then it will like this, it will show you. So that means you cannot see this part, right? This column part you cannot see. So with this, right, max underscore columns, display.max underscore columns, it will just show you all columns. Similarly, we have a set option where like it will display the width. Like sometimes if you'll see your data set, usually in CSV file, like the data set we will get, sometimes it is looking very clumsy like this. Something will be long title will be there, long title will be there. It will be looking very clumsy during that time, right? So this will give you the complete coverage of that width, right? Now let us understand how to fetch particular column value or particular row at the same time. Now we will understand how to fetch a particular column or row. Let me run it. So what exactly is happening here, guys? It is telling me that, okay, these are my brands. Okay, these are my brands. And what I did, the meaning of this means I want to show only 20 rows. First 20 rows, because if I'm not giving it, it is going to give me the whole thing. I just want to show you some sample here. And this is how you can get it. And if you want to get some specific rows, that means you can just give like this. So if you want to get some specific rows for them, that means you can get 10. If you give like this, right, 10 to 20, that means this is your row number, this is your column number, and it gave me 10 to 20 rows. Similarly, if you want to get multiple columns and multiple rows for that at the same time for those columns, This is how you can get. Again, let me give some values here. So I want to show from 10th row to 29th row or 30th row. This slicing, right? So 29th row. So you can see this is how you can do it. You just need to give, like, you have to. What does this mean, guys? I have already told you in our NumPy concept. The first one is my CS, like my data set, right? Inside that, I am telling, okay, this is my list, right? This is my list. I want to show my list of columns. List of columns. When list will come, double bracket will, right? So this is how you can get your values. We will understand, guys, how to fetch a particular lock and iLock, every concepts which you have, will see that. Now I will show you here one more important int. DVR quantum scores is just. So if you'll see here, guys, what it is doing, where what I did here, first of all, I have created another column. Okay, I have created another column where I have my brand. Okay, I have taken my brand and I have, like, I want to concatenate my new brand with my target audience and my brand. Okay, so this is how my new brand looks like. You can see my column has created here new one more column. So where like it is telling me, okay, it has added Dumont plus mail, then Dumont plus mail, like that is adding and it is giving me a new column. So this is how you can create a new column. Like, if you want, data set, if you have that requirement, that if you want to merge two columns, if you want to drop columns after merging, what we usually do, we need to, you know as the same information we got it here, we can drop this and this column at the same. And so in real, those scenarios we are doing, right? So that is how we can merge two columns, right? So these all things are based on the requirements. And I am going to make you practice a lot of data sets. I'm going to give you, and I am requesting everyone to start practicing on downloading those data sets from Kaggle or the other one which I have told you. Get data sets from there and start practicing, because Pandas is the base, or Pandas is the backbone of AI or machine learning. Without this, without understanding this, you will fail in machine learning, right? So yeah, we will understand further concepts of Pandas. So that time, see you. Well, that is all for now. We will understand further topics of Pandas in our upcoming videos. Start subscribing, like, share your comments, share your feedback, share this channel link to everyone who needs it. If you like the content, till that time, see you. Bye.